Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the next 20 years. Yes, believe it or not, this is going to be for the next 20 years. We're going to be covering Pluto and Aquarius. That's why we're doing the next 20 years, because it's a major change. It's the biggest thing that'll ever happen in your life, and that is no cap here, Aries. So this is the biggest thing that's going to happen for all of us, and that's why I wanted to do this. So again, this does not mean that these things are going to take 20 years to happen. The whole point of these readings is to give you a broad general energy overview of the next 20 years because of Pluto and Aquarius, if that makes sense. Sure, we'll take this as well. Why not? And again, that does not mean these things will take 20 years. You're going to be dealing with this energy right away. So I never thought that doing 20-year readings would be so controversial and so dangerous for my channel, but apparently people can't handle it. So if you can handle it, here you go. Bonus reading. It's free. It doesn't cost you any money, right? I don't sell extendeds or anything. There you go. But here, Aries, you have the Sandpiper card. It says, be playful, right? Be playful. Enjoy life. It's just a 20-year reading. It's fun. It's entertainment, right? It's just a good time. So anything you can do to have a good time, I would do it. This is probably, again, no cap, Aries. This is probably the best Pluto in Aquarius reading that I have seen, which is pretty amazing, because if you ask me who would enjoy this time the next 20 years the most, I wouldn't have picked you necessarily, but not that I think it's going to be bad or anything like that, but I don't know, I feel that if you work with the energy, clearly some really good things are going to happen. Wheel of Fortune, Star, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Lovers. I mean, you have some really good cards here, so I think that being playful, not taking things too seriously would be a really good idea for you. It's kind of like, part of me wonders for you here, Aries. Did I say Aquarius? I have no clue what I'm saying. But Aries, the thing that I would say here is that part of me wonders if you're going to be enjoying this time, because it's like you're being given a really good head start. Jupiter in your sign right now, which is going to be amazing. Then Jupiter moves into your second, which is even more amazing next year. Well, technically this year, but it's going to retrograde back into Aries, and then next year it's officially going to move into Taurus, so that's going to be really good. There just seem to be like maybe a lot of good things. It's almost like you're kind of being given a head start or something maybe into the next 20 years, and that could be very beneficial for you. You have the Page of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Emperor. It's like you're sitting in your energy, you're coming in a strong position, so I feel like this is really allowing you to be successful. I'm wondering also, just looking around here, that, Pluto and Aquarius, it has an element of adventure, because we need to go towards the star card, Aquarius, so the whole point of Pluto and Aquarius is that I've been saying to everyone for years now that I think we all need to have a North Star, something that guides us in life, something that motivates us to action, something that we want to maybe work on for the rest of our life, right? And we also need to focus on building and leaving a legacy right here because of Uranus in Taurus. And so you have Jupiter entering into your second house next year, again, well, this year, but also next year, which is going to be, Uranus is going to still be in Taurus. This could really be expanding your ideas of kind of permanent energy with the Ten of Pentacles. Again, Ten of Pentacles to me is kind of hard to describe, because it's a tree of life. It's everything that you want in your life. It is like building and leaving a legacy. And I like to remind people that that's a living, breathing thing. It doesn't, your legacy could change. It could be something that is always different. It could be something, but more importantly, it's something that you work on for your entire life. And I really feel you're kind of like on this adventure to figuring out what your legacy is, or figuring out kind of maybe the mark that you want to leave on the world, or, whatever you want to call it. And, I call it your dent in the universe, right? And I feel like some of you, it's like you want to do things that matter. I feel like you have had some disappointments just in life in general. And I also feel like there are some reasons where maybe you think you shouldn't do something, like take a risk, start a business, do something you've never done before. But again, I would encourage you to step outside comfort zones. I would encourage you to do the things in life that are hard, to do the things that are difficult, because I think that's where all the success is clearly going to come from for you here, Aries. And that's what I'd be doing. That was 1,000 cards that just fell. That was not a pop out. So that's just my butterfingers there, but let's clarify this first row, and let's see what is going on for you. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Are you kidding? You are clearly on a journey of building something permanent in your life. If things have been, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a good card, but at the same time, Wheel of Fortune can be very much a round-around type of energy. And this reading kind of tells me that you're getting off the hamster wheel, or maybe you're kind of like getting off the grind, right? That doesn't mean you won't be working hard on things, but I just think maybe you won't be grinding your face off. Maybe things will be a little bit easier, right? With the Five of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. I do feel like you need to be very clear on what you want. I also feel like a lot of you, it's like you could be doing things that you don't want to do. And we all have responsibilities. Yes, I understand that we all have certain things that we have to do that we don't want to do. But it's like, for like, I think even if like 51% of the time you could just do more of what you want to do, just that 1% more will make all the difference in your life. And I feel like, but more importantly than that, it's like if you have a job that you hate, go find something else. Now is the time, right? That's what this reading is saying. If you have a relationship that you hate, same difference, right? Same thing is, go find something that you do, because there's like a lack of alignment is what I'm feeling, which that's not even what the Seven of Cups means, but I read intuitively. With the Emperor, you have the Knight of Swords. See, here's the thing. I feel like you see an opportunity that you're going to run towards very, very quickly. It might be a little bit of a hasty decision, but at the same time, the funny thing here, Aries, that I'm getting is that it's actually going to be very successful for you. If you even, it doesn't even matter if you feel like you're rushing or making a hasty decision, because I feel like what you're moving towards is success. Next, you have this husband marriage card. I don't know if I said this, by the way, but we're going to pull 5. Each one of these rows kind of represents like one thing that is going to be an energetic change here with Pluto and Aquarius. So you have this husband card. It says husband marriage. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to. It could just be a person that you will be getting married to. You could be meeting someone here. You literally have the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Temperance card. Gemini, Aquarius, air in general stands out to me. So it could be an air sign, or it could be someone who has like important air placements in their chart. I'm also getting another fire sign as well. Take it how it resonates, but it could be any sign, of course. It's a general reading. It's kind of funny because, as I've said to others, I had no intentions of talking about love in these readings because, again, the main focus I want these readings to be about is the energetic change that we're all about to go through. It's a major, major change, right? And, if we work with the energy, then guess what? We don't have to wait 20 years. As I've said to everyone, people are like, how dare you do 20-year readings for, which I don't understand. But on top of that, I'm like, that's not the point. The point is that you work with the energy now so you don't have to wait 20 years. Again, tarot, astrology, it's not a prison sentence. I always say, if you work with the energy, you're going to be on top. You're going to be better than 99.99999% of the people on Earth if you work with the energy. So that's what I'd be doing. But I feel like there could be love. I also feel there's clearly a new path that you are accepting into your life. It's the Ace of Pentacles. There are certain things in your life that are going to have to die. There's like a transformation or a death that you're going through here, but I don't even think it matters. I think you see something as dead, done, over with. You have the Ten of Swords here, and for some of you, I feel like it's like you now see what has been preventing you from having your Ten of Pentacles all along. And again, you can work on this now. Definitely could be love. You have this Wheel of Fortune. If it is love, it's kind of like destined to be in your life. For some of you, it's kind of interesting because you could be meeting a person where you're like, how the hell is this person single? Like, maybe it's making you a little bit suspicious, but I don't know. Everybody's single at some point in life, right? But I kind of feel like you could be attracting a person who has had like a very similar story in love where people always think that they're not good enough or whatever. So I feel like this person kind of gets screwed in love because they're so awesome. That's what I would say to you. That's literally what's popping into my head here. It could be an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Leo, or a Capricorn is popping into my head here as well. So take it how it resonates. They could have those signs in their chart somewhere as well. But definitely, like, I do get that kind of, like, I feel like they have a little bit of fixed energy, not in a bad way, more in a good way. I feel like they're very stable, secure, grounded, like all those things, right? And I feel like they're very inquisitive as well. But again, I think what will stand out to you is if you're meeting love, I feel it could be that you're saying, like, how the hell is this person single? I also get some sort of change in your path. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune, I always say, represents your destiny, but it more specifically represents your destiny in the sense that it represents your personal vision for your life, which basically means like the direction that you see your life going or the things that you want to accomplish. No matter which way we take it, we go up to the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new big opportunity. We come down to the Star, and the Star is your inspiration, your North Star, the thing that you want to work towards, which is like literally the whole point of Pluto and Aquarius is to have a North Star, to have something that inspires other people that you work towards. If there was one thing that I'd be focusing on, and I am, that would be it with Pluto and Aquarius. I promise you, everything you want in life will come to you if you focus on these things. The problem I see with Pluto and Aquarius is there's going to be a lot of distraction. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the world and everything like that. People will be wondering what's real, what's not real. So there's like a lot of distraction, right? And we have to tune out the noise, plain and simple. It's like the people that can focus on their mission are just going to be, have everything they want. The people that don't, won't. It's just that simple. You have the Temperance card. It's kind of interesting because the Temperance can be turning a negative into a positive, or a positive, and you can turn a positive into a negative as well. It's almost like you're done trying. And I mean this in the best way possible. I feel for some of you, like in love, you're just like, whatever, it is what it is, or business or work. I feel like it's almost like I get this sense of release on the Temperance card, but I mean this in the best way possible. It's not like a bad release. I think the fact that you're letting go of outcomes or whatever it is that you're letting go of is going to lead to success. With the Lovers, you have the Justice card. Could be a Libra coming in for you here as well, Aries, if you want love. But what I would also say is more equal give and take. And as I've been saying to everyone, I mean, this is the answer to the rest of your life, is cause and effect. Why do I say this so much? Well, because again, there's going to be a lot of illusion, and I think that there's going to be a lot of energy that could make us second guess the things that we're working on in life. But if we follow the evidence, if when we put energy into something, we get a result, we get something back. And as long as we keep following the evidence, we will be successful. It's like when we get distracted and we start questioning things because of what so-and-so says or whatever, that's going to be the problem. So who do we listen to? Ourselves. That's it. We only listen to ourselves, and we listen to the evidence in all areas of life. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Two of Pentacles twice. You also have that Sandpiper spirit that says be playful. And Two of Pentacles, like work hard, play hard. I do see you clearly wanting to work hard, probably because things are going very well. I don't know about you, but when things are going well for me, I want to work more, right? It's like I love doubling down on the energy. But what I would say is make sure you're enjoying life. Make sure you're taking advantage of, success and happiness and the good things that are going on around you, and make sure you're spending time with people who matter to you and, all that other stuff. With the Temperance card, you have the Moon card here. I feel like this is what you're leaving behind, is confusing situations with that Temperance card. That's what I'm talking about, the release. It's like, I feel like you're just allowing things that are confusing to be confusing. Could be a person, people, could be experiences, and you're just more focused on your star, which is exactly what you should be doing. Next, you have this card that says, continue to make the most of every open door. Love it. Definitely. I've said this to other people, not exactly this, but I think there are a lot of opportunities. Ace of Pentacles, major open door. There's going to be a lot of opportunities. Some things will work really well. Other things won't. The trick is that we have Neptune and Pisces until then, 2025. So I keep telling people the problem with Neptune and Pisces is it removes those kind of like milestones where maybe we know we're making the right decisions, or maybe we can kind of sense we're going in the right direction. With Neptune and Pisces, it's a little bit more confusing. It's a little bit less clear. So we have to step through open doors. We have to have the experience. We have to learn from the experience. And if something we step through doesn't work, we have to try something else, right? You have this Designer card. It says, find a creative strategy to improve your finances. There you go. And it also says, you have this other card that wanted to slide off there that says, you will be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. Damn. I love that. That is definitely very good. I would also encourage creative financial opportunities. Again, what I would say is I would be very careful of investments over the next 20 years. I feel like we're going to see like crazy highs, but also crazy lows as well. It's going to be chaos. And as I've said to everyone, it's like, don't listen to some like 12-year-old crypto guru on YouTube without doing your research. Guess what? Here's the thing with Pluto and Aquarius is like there could be like a 12-year-old crypto guru who has the best advice that you've ever heard in your entire life. But if you don't do your research, you're going to make a mistake. So I keep telling people, don't listen to anyone, listen to yourself, do your research on everything that you are going to step into. Again, we have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. I've been saying this for 2 years, right? That I believe there's a lot of gold. There's a lot of opportunity to be blessed beyond your wildest dreams or whatever the hell this says, right? But you have to do the research and you have to put in the work, plain and simple. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Star card. There's clearly a big opportunity coming in for you here, Aries. And this could be through work or business. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be exploring new options in work. I feel like really that some of you could be diversifying as well. It's like you could be doing other things with your business that could lead to success. And I think that's a great idea here. And so anything you could do like that would be a good idea. If you're thinking about just starting anything new in your life because of an opportunity that you're getting, I would definitely take it. Again, you will be blessed more than you could ever imagine. So take this opportunity. It's going to require work, but if you do it, you will be successful. You have the Two of Wands. Every single person has had the Two of Wands, and I just think it's because Pluto and Aquarius wants us to evolve, wants us to do something new, wants us to leave a comfort zone. So if you're staying stuck in a comfort zone, you're going to have a hard time. If you're allowing fear to get the best of you and you're not moving towards new things, then you're going to have a hard time. But if you embrace the newness, then you will be very successful. Here you go, Star. Definitely a lot of reasons to be happy, a lot of reasons to go towards your dreams and do the things that you want to do. So I see a lot of success for you coming in here, Aries, and it's going to lead to just a lot of good things. I also feel, this is a card of seeing the big picture, and I kind of feel like some of you are seeing the big picture. It's like you're understanding things on a new level in your life is what I'm getting. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. Hierophant says, again, learn as much as you can. Again, like I said, the reason I say learn as much as you can is because I feel that there's still too much illusion in the astrology, especially right now. And it's like I said, we could get some good crypto tip or investment tip, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be anything in our life. But it's like if we don't do our research, we might make a silly little mistake that we could be avoided. So, make sure you do your research. Here's the thing, is that we have Uranus and Taurus until the end of 2025. And my thing about Uranus and Taurus is that Uranus and Taurus hates get rich quick, right? And I keep seeing all these videos about making money with AI, for example. It's like these things are not going to last, These people, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be using these tools, but that's the whole thing, right? It's like AI is an amazing tool right now, but it spits out like the same information after a certain period of time. So it's like it's going to become oversaturated, right? So it's like we need to kind of like work with the energy, but also realize that nothing is going to happen fast or quick or whatever, because everybody's going to be doing it. You have to set yourself apart with Pluto and Aquarius. That's the whole point, is you can't be like everybody else. So, I don't know. There you go. With the Two of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles. I'm encouraging you to leave a comfort zone. King of Pentacles is the card of convention. He represents the same way, doing things the same way over and over and over again. So anything new, or that you could do, any new opportunities, it doesn't even want to focus, that you could embrace, that would be good. So, don't get stuck in the past. With the Star card, you have the Empress. You have the Emperor and the Empress. You are definitely attracting a divine counterpart and abundance into your life. Could be an Aquarius, for sure. But it might just be a person who has Aquarius in their chart. But I feel like some of you, it's like a little bit like how did I attract this person? Next, for your next thing, you have this Dragon card. It says strength and wisdom. You are, it is a time of strength and wisdom. That is like one of the major energies that we'll be dealing with for 20 years. So, anything you can do to increase your wisdom. Wisdom is the action of basically taking knowledge, things that you learn, and putting them into practice and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, and going from there. So anything you can do to do that would be successful. You have the Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. You're leaving something behind. For a lot of you, I do feel this is like I have the words ego death popping into my head, and I don't really feel it's your ego. I think that what it is old ideas that maybe you learned from your family, or maybe you learned from people who are important in your life. It's not that these ideas aren't important. It's just that maybe they're old, maybe they're outdated. And I see a lot of you kind of outgrowing those things. You have the Ten of Pentacles, tons of success. You're going to see this right now. Again, this isn't taking 20 years. This is something, number one, that's living and breathing. You will be working on this forever. We all do. We all have a choice. We can all build the Ten of Pentacles. Whether we actually work on it or not is up to us. So I feel like you're kind of like living life to the limits, more than the limits. I feel like you're going beyond your limits here in a good way. You have the Two of Pentacles as well. Two of Pentacles, work hard, play hard. So again, there's also an element of balance here, because we go like this, justice down to the Two of Pentacles. So creating more balance in your life and doing things in balance would be a good idea. But we're going to clarify through here. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Judgment card. Definitely waking up to a new purpose. And it's a card of death. The people are in their coffins on the Judgment card. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. I would encourage you to let things go that need to be let go of. You probably know what these things are. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing, but really, it's a card of tactics. It's a card of being tactical. It's a card of, like, thinking, and, normally he's stealing the swords from an army that's in the background of the card, and he's being tactical. He's being thoughtful. He's not just, like, stealing those swords. He's not, facing them head on in battle. He's stealing their swords so they can't use them in battle. So it's like, what are the tactics that you can learn to build your Ten of Pentacles? I'd be thinking that. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Cups. I'm telling you right now, some of you could be building a family, building a legacy. I mean, there's like wealth here as well if you're building a family with a person. Ten of Cups is also your happily ever after. So I do feel there's just like a lot of happiness coming in for you here as well with that Ten of Cups. So that looks definitely good to me. But let's see here. We're going to pull 5 main themes now as well. And you have this speculation card. Again, it's like one of those things. You might have a lot of ideas about how to make money, and these ideas could be correct. Could include investments, but again, I'm begging you, do your research. It's like too easy. There's too much. I don't even know what to call that energy, but getting high on the highs, right? It's kind of like one of those things where you might have an investment, it goes way up, and I would just be careful of like the gambling energy, right? And the greed energy. I see a lot of people where it's like we're gonna see these highs and lows like crazy in the markets, but the danger I see is that we get these highs that keep going higher, right? And people don't sell, they don't take profits and things like that. And they're going to be screwing themselves because you're going to be in this cycle of going way up and then speculating, thinking, oh, it's going to go higher, and then it actually crashes, right? So we need to not be greedy, especially if you're into investing or whatever. It's like I'd be taking profits when things go up, right? And don't be greedy. And if it goes up more, don't be like, oh, I should have waited. Because again, it's too unpredictable. It's like, yeah, you could have waited, but it could have also crashed, right? And I see this happening to a lot of people, so don't be one of those people. And again, not telling you what to do. You shouldn't even be listening to me. You should be doing your own research. That's the whole point of Pluto and Aquarius, is you shouldn't listen to anyone. And you have this Pisces card, this Vision card. Everybody's had this card, mostly I think because having a North Star is probably the best thing you could do with Pluto and Aquarius. Having a purpose, coming up with something, having a reason why you're doing things is probably the best thing you could do. I don't care how big or small it is. I would come up with something, right? Next, you have this Empathy card. I feel like people are just really kind to you, or people want to be kind to you, and it's probably something that will be standing out to you at this time. So just a nice, kind of like a nice energy I get. Next, you have this Lust card. Definitely a lot of attraction. I see a very lusty connection. I mean, this is like a honeymoon for life type of connection coming in for you, so could be very good. And finally, you have this Appreciation card, tons of abundance. I mean, this card says appreciate the things you have, embrace the abundance, be grateful for it. But there's a cornucopia right here, and the cornucopia represents abundance. So I feel there's a lot of abundance coming in for you here, Aries, and it's going to make you very happy. So thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your next 20 years.